Welcome back to another illustrious episode of your weekend briefing. In this video, guys, we're talking Grand Theft Auto, we're talking Zebedee to Bitstamp, we're talking Polkadot and Facebook DM, we're talking the Bitcoin Conference 2021, and with the closer, Elon's secret plan for Bitcoin has been revealed. All that and more in this episode of your weekend briefing. Stay tuned. Welcome back to another episode of your Digit Hustle News. So, it's the weekend again. Happy Friday to all who are listening and joining in with us on this another illustrious episode of your weekend briefing. We're going to start with a look at the markets right now. If you're not looking at the screen, Bitcoin at time of recording is sitting somewhere around 36,814, down 4% actually from yesterday, where we maxed out at about 39K. Ethereum coming in at 2,600, of course. When Bitcoin has a slight price move, the rest of the market responds. Bitcoin is the leader. But one thing I wanted to highlight, guys, is a project that has been steady and rising throughout this whole thing. Theta Network. Okay. Just did a video about Theta going Hollywood. They've just established new validators that's really giving them some weight in a new sector, if you will. So Theta's doing well, while the rest of the markets, as you can see on my watch list here, not doing so well. BitTorrent's up a little bit. But yeah, everything else just followed Bitcoin's rhetoric. However, Theta is standing strong. And that should show you guys the power of utility. The power of utility. Because honestly, coins like XRP, Binance, Cardano, Chainlink even, they haven't taken massive hits. VeChain, even during the correction, they didn't take massive hits. No, honestly, when the correction came, here was my benchmark. I wasn't going to get worried unless VeChain went to 2 cents. VeChain has not gone under 10 cents throughout this entire thing. Maybe wicking down. We've had a wick down to a 9 cent. Other than that, VeChain has remained solid. And that's a testament, guys, to utility. Okay. To me, the markets are doing fine. We're going sideways. Consolidations, accumulation is occurring. All is well. All is well when it comes to the markets. But let's get to the news, because here's the fun part. All right. We're starting with Grand Theft Auto 6. According to a prominent leak, Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to include in-game Bitcoin rewards. Okay. Now, there have been countless rumors surrounding Grand Theft Auto 6, with fans desperately trying to dig out any relevant details. According to a tweet that was released on June 3rd by famous leaker Tom Henderson, the next installment of the iconic franchise, which is yet to be announced by Rockstar Games. But if you know, Grand Theft Auto is coming in November. But it will allow players to earn rewards in crypto for certain missions. Now, the tweet says, I heard recently that in GTA 6, some missions will reward you in Bitcoin instead of cash for completing some missions. Henderson also goes on to say that the game will add a broker for various cryptocurrencies, which he believes would be huge for the industry. The insider adds that the in-game cryptocurrency is unlikely to be called Bitcoin per se, but we all know what it's going to be. So, essentially, guys, what we're seeing, if we start seeing crypto-based missions in one of the biggest video game franchises in human history. I'll just say in video game history, period. Everybody knows what Grand Theft Auto is. Even if you don't like video games, you know what Grand Theft Auto is. So it's like, if this starts happening in crypto, and I guarantee you it will, that is the ultimate sign of mainstream adoption, and we are here. We are here. Okay? The timeline is I feel like it's being altered just a little bit. I know I made a prediction personally that September 1st, we'd see 72,000. Might have to increase that number just a little bit. But crypto is coming to Grand Theft Auto, guys. Now, on the subject of video games, Zebedee and Bitstamp coming together to reward gamers for their in-game achievements. Okay? Crypto exchange Bitstamp integrates Zebedee's Bitcoin gaming wallet. Now, if you've been on this channel for a minute, you know we've had our eye on the Zebedee gaming system, gaming platform, okay? Because they're using something called the Lightning Network, which hasn't been exposed to many Bitcoiners yet. But the Lightning Network is Bitcoin's layer 2 solution. Simplest way I can describe it for you, okay? But now, Zebedee, with the help of Bitstamp, is going to allow players to withdraw their earnings into Bitstamp Exchange, which is a very popular exchange, been around for quite some time. We're going to get to that in a second. And essentially exchange their Bitcoin for other assets and real-world items. Bitstamp, a popular Bitcoin exchange company founded in 2011, and Zebedee, a crypto payment gaming technology company for virtual worlds, announced a partnership to create a bridge between the growing Bitcoin gaming ecosystem and the wider crypto economy. By integrating the Zebedee Bitcoin gaming wallet with Bitstamp, gamers will be able to move Bitcoin between games and the real world. Zebedee's Bitcoin gaming wallet is an entry point into the world of Bitcoin gaming. Over 10,000 gamers, including notable names from game streaming world like Furious, Tweeday, and DOCC, are already playing games like Counter-Strike, Global Offensive for Bitcoin, using Zebedee's tech and withdrawing what they earn to the Zebedee wallet. So that was a big question that I was getting when I first covered this story. Well, guys, now we have an answer. Bitstamp. Not sure if it's one of those that's not available in the US or you have to get a VPN or something like that. But if you've been gaming on Zebedee, our time has arrived, guys. Our time has arrived. So now, Counter-Strike players and all the other games that Zebedee decides to add in the future, now you have a direct payment method to use and capitalize on your rewards. So had to just bring that to you guys real quick. Since we started on the subject of gaming, this came across the radar. This was important. I know I got some Zebedee fans in the audience, so brought it to you first. Now, next up, we're talking Polkadot, we're talking Quantum Network, and Facebook deal. Because, ladies and gentlemen, whoa. Literally just did the video about Facebook deal yesterday. And now I feel like there's going to be the beginning of a trend. Okay? DApp for upcoming Diem blockchain raises $4.5 million in seed investments. Quantum Network has received backing from over 30 notable investors, including Kinetic Mechanism Capital, Delphi Ventures, and Alameda Ventures. The Quantum Network is a decentralized application that seeks to connect Facebook's Diem to public blockchains such as Ethereum. It has currently raised $4.5 million in seed investment, setting the stage for continued deployment of the ambitious digital currency project. The Quantum Network is described as a Polkadot substrate-based chain which means it can serve as a testnet for Facebook's Diem blockchain. By utilizing a Polkadot parachain, Pontum can introduce developers to Diem's potential, allowing them to validate their ideas before submitting them to the Diem Association. Pontum co-founder Stas Oskins says his platform's vision is to allow developers to build for Diem, at the same time enjoy the liquidity, data, and user base of Polkadot. Gene Shu, co-founder and managing partner of Kinetic Capital, one of Pontum's backers, said, Pontum is an audacious project in that it not only creates a testing ground for Diem, possibly the largest and most adopted blockchain project in the world, but also an active proving ground for new protocols and communities. Pontum has also announced its intent to hire new talent and continue scaling the project. The company recently recruited AJ Pinto, formerly of BlockFi, for the role of Chief Growth Officer. He was quoted as saying Pontum's vision of a decentralized framework for Facebook's crypto project will ensure that the bureaucracy of a permissioned blockchain system doesn't hinder innovation and our goal towards financial inclusion. Now, the Facebook-backed Diem Association is reportedly set to launch this stablecoin pilot later this year. The pilot centers around a United States-backed stablecoin. So, what they just revealed here in this last two sentences, guys, is that the initial campaign, the initial marketing scheme for the Facebook Diem, they're gonna compare it to the US dollar. Okay? That's why I'm gonna be watching each and every one of these stories like a hawk. Because if you don't think Facebook is going to tip the financial scales, 2.5 billion users in the Facebook network. And by the end of the year, ladies and gentlemen, they're all going to be exposed to digital payments. They're all going to be exposed to digital payments. So what do you think is going to happen? We'll just leave that there because we're talking Bitcoin conference. Bitcoin conference is coming up, guys. I believe. No. The Bitcoin conference is this weekend, and Miami is set to host thousands of attendees. And some major appearances and talking points are going to be present at this conference. So the reason why I wanted to break this down to you guys is because this Bitcoin conference, it's not just a meeting place, a festival, or an expo for cryptocurrency. This Bitcoin conference attracts major players from all sectors of cryptocurrency. And we're talking YouTubers, developers, ICOs, venture capitalists, all types of people are coming together. This Bitcoin conference is still in the stage where it's more so a networking event than an actual exhibition, that's the word I was looking for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Okay, so a lot of major players coming in. From Thursday through Saturday, a throng of crypto faithful will gather at the Manna Wynwood Convention Center in Miami for the Bitcoin 2021 conference. Bitcoin 2021 perhaps holds even greater significance than usual as participants can gather in a physical location for the first time after, the C19. This year's conference boasts a stellar cast of members from Congress, celebrities, cryptographers, CEOs, and other crypto proponents, with a total attendance anticipated to exceed 50,000 people. So you're going to have Congress, you're going to have politicians and celebrities and multi-million-dollar businessmen all in the same place. We're not talking about people, okay? There will be people in attendance, fans and whatnot, low-level journalists and all of that. But this is for the politicians, the celebrities, and the money to come together and talk it out. That's just what this is. One of the main highlights of who's going to be there is the mayor of Miami. And we know that he has been, Mayor Suarez has been very strong when it comes to adding Bitcoin to his treasury and turning Miami into a Bitcoin city. We also are going to have pro crypto government officials, such as those from Wyoming, Cynthia Loomis, and as well as Chris Giancarlo, whose name is very familiar. I've heard that name in other circles when it comes to other things, but Brian Brooks is also going to be there. You know, he has to be. As well as the Winklevoss twins, Michael Saylor, Anthony Pompliano, Mike Novogratz from Galaxy Digital. The list goes on. What you're seeing is the big movers and shakers in the tech industry coming together with the policymakers in government and the developers who can tell them how to digitally usher in this new renaissance. Okay. Now, before we go from this article, the topics of discussion at this conference. What did I tell you? The story of the summer was going to be. On topics related to scalability, Zap CEO Jack Mallers will talk about businesses utilizing the Lightning Network, while the MIT Bitcoin Project's Jeremy Rubin will appear in a panel titled Bitcoin is DeFi. With the recent criticisms of Bitcoin mining, it is perhaps unsurprising to see a few panels dedicated to that subject, with titles like The Moral Case for Bitcoin and Bitcoin Mining Fixes Our Energy Problems. It's a continuing narrative, guys. So the Bitcoin conference is this weekend. It's going to be a whole lot of hype around it. I can really expect to see some positive price action for Bitcoin by the end of the weekend, and especially afterwards. Okay. But in closing, guys, we're going to talk about Elon Musk's secret plan for Bitcoin. Okay. Because we knew the energy efficiency thing was around it, but somehow, and me too, forgot about the fact that Tesla, or more so, Tesla has been a Bitcoin node for quite some time. Well before he even got on Twitter and started to talk about Bitcoin. So, let's just get into this real fast, and then I'm going to let you go. The reason behind Tesla's suspension of Bitcoin payments can be traced to Musk's tweets, in which he claims that the asset's energy consumption levels aren't sustainable. However, with a little more deep diving, a cryptocurrency observer has spotted what could be the driving factor behind Tesla's decision. And as opposed to general sentiments that Musk has no interest in Bitcoin, these findings are extremely bullish. Now, does Elon Musk have much bigger plans for Bitcoin? It may seem as though Elon Musk is taking steps back to create a different entry point for Tesla to make a permanent return into the Bitcoin market by means of facilitating Bitcoin mining from within the company. A look into the series of events taking place at Tesla is explained by the pseudonymous cryptocurrency observer Croissant ETH, who recalled that Musk revealed that Tesla was running its own Bitcoin nodes prior to the recent developments. He also points to Elon's satellite project Starlink, which will allow for worldwide internet access through the launch of over 40,000 space satellites, as the middleman that will connect Tesla and Bitcoin together once again. So, basically, he's saying that Elon shifted the focus away from Bitcoin in order to gather more Bitcoin, and now he's going to reintroduce it in space. Currently, one of Tesla's major sources of profit is renewable energy, which goes past the creation of electric vehicles to solar panels, solar roofs, and batteries. Tesla's venture into Bitcoin may consist of mining. It is important to note that Tesla also gets environmental credits for selling vehicles with zero emissions, which is a requirement in many U.S. states. Tesla can later sell these credits to other manufacturers who are unable to produce zero-emission vehicles. Chrysler agreed to buy millions of dollars worth of these credits, and it made up 7% of Tesla's total revenue in the previous year, noted croissants. Adding that as Tesla's revenue drops in the future due to many car manufacturers creating carbon-free alternative, Tesla might need to look elsewhere to revive its revenue. Because Tesla's power whales often have exceeded energy problems, pouring all the excess into Bitcoin mining may be the way forward. So, essentially, guys, what the bigger play is, what this article is suggesting, is that the bigger play for Tesla and Elon is to shift the attention of Bitcoin from store of value, from payment method, to a renewable source of energy. That way, they can be the first. They can come out as the first to say that they were mining Bitcoin using renewable energies. Tell them, this is a hell of a game that we're playing here, guys. It's a hell of a game that we are playing. So, just wanted to wrap that up with a little bit of, something to make you think. Something to make you think. And just as a bonus, if you're still sticking around, okay, and let me know if you make it to this article down in the comments, because I really want to see who's rocking, who's really rocking. Okay? This is a program, guys, that is specifically focused towards minority groups. Okay? Starting September 27th. And I'm definitely going to put the link down in the description. Okay. So as a matter of fact, it'll be down in the comments. So that way, those who have made it to this to the part of the video, that's what we'll be doing our interactions. Now, this is a scholarship program for minorities. It is looking to benefit from a broad background combining courses in finance, management, computer science, and information systems to provide a holistic analysis of cryptocurrencies and blockchain systems, applications, and services. Okay. According to the announcement, this scholarship program aims to provide talented minority professionals with a full scholarship to obtain a MSc degree in blockchain and digital currency. This program is for people who are of African and Caribbean descent, Hispanic and Latino, Indigenous Americans, and Pacific Islanders. You will not hear this on any other channel. I promise you that. Okay? Because this is actually an opportunity to, despite market conditions, solidify yourself in this new economy. Okay, because the education 10 years from now, it'll be all in colleges and universities, and kids will have to pay $20,000, $30,000 a semester to get it. Right now, we're so early, they're giving these classes out for free. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a free class that will teach you everything you need to know about cryptocurrency, blockchain, way more than I could probably ever do, because I'm definitely taking this class. I've already started to sign up, guys. I highly advise you to look into this. I'm also going to post it in the community tab too, because this is a unique opportunity. This information won't be as inexpensive as it is in a few years. And the money, the information, and the money that you can make with this information is life-changing. Okay? That's why I created this channel, in order to be that gateway, another voice to help bring people closer to the water. Can't make you drink. Can't make you drink it. But I can introduce you to the most fire water that you have ever tasted. Now, with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. Let you guys enjoy the weekend. Moving into my new house, so videos may be a little bit slow going into next week because we're getting everything settled in. But I got my own office now. So we are about to turn it up. So that being said, thanks for coming back to the channel, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Of course, you can always get down at me in the comments on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. All the links you can find exclusively at digitalhustlenews.io. But that being said, guys, have a great day. Have a prosperous day. Most importantly, make that money. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys in the next video.